Hello, this is Andrew with Mammalian.bike, and this is a set of 45 North Draugenklaw Pogies. Pogies are also called bar mitts. Basically, they keep your hands warm because you put them on the end of the bar when you're riding in the cold. These are about $85, and I can't find them at a discount, so I ended up paying full retail, which is annoying, but I did it because I originally tried these Rock Brothers Pogies, and while these work really well, they keep your hands really warm, they're a pain, a super pain to get your hands in and out of them when you're riding on the trail. And that's one of the things that I hope to fix with these guys, because they use a bar end plug to hold them into position, and they're not so large that it can be hard to get in and out, or at least that's what 45 North claims. There's a very similar product from Wolf Tooth. I can't remember exactly what the name of the thing is, but it's basically a lightweight pogie that you can use in a very similar way to these. And I'm gonna, once I have these on the bike, I'll show you how these are supposed to work. But for now, let's get them on the scale first, and then we will install them. So the one is 138.4, adding the second, get this to lay on there, brings us up to 273.6. These, we also need to include the bar end plugs, which I can get them out here. So if we add those in, the total system weight is 314.4 grams. So next, let's go to the bike. Okay, so here we have our pogie. Obviously, you want to have the 45 North facing up. There's a zipper and a bit of Velcro here. You just open that up, and with it open, then you can slide it up over the bar and the hose, in this case a brake hose, zip it up, and then you can tighten it. Inside of here, there's some Velcro, so you just want to pinch that. And now this part is where the magic happens. So we take our 45 North bar end and line it up like this, and then use a 5mm hex key. In this form, you just kind of shove your hand in there, right? Obviously with some gloves on. And that's the warmest way to use it, but you can also, if you want to, fold this down. And you still get some of the benefits of, wind protection, wet protection, and insulation, but you can get your hands in and out a lot easier. Now, the real test here, of course, is whether or not that works, and they keep my hands warm. So let's talk about these 45 North Draugenklaw Pogies. The short answer is that they're magic. They make it possible to get out on days like today, where it's 4 or 5 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's pretty damn cold. And wear a relatively light glove and have your hands not freeze off. And that is magic, and I love it. I would recommend this type of pogie over the other kinds of pogies, like the one I showed initially, the big kind that just kind of fit over everything, because those are really hard to get your hands in and out of, whereas this kind, because it's attached to the bar, one, it's not going to fly off at any time, but two, it holds itself in place, so you can adjust it up and down to how you want it to be, and it just stays there, and it's always a predictable way to stick your hand in there after you're taking your hand out for whatever reason. This thing the bar end here does tend to loosen a little bit over time, so I have had to periodically push it, loosen it a little bit, push it back in, tighten it up, but that's not the end of the world. I have found that some assembly paste on the expansion nut inside of here helps cut down how often I need to do that. All told, that's a minor complaint versus how awesome these things are. Now, Wolf Tooth makes a similar set of pogies where this part is much easier to take on and off. And if those had been available when I bought these, I might have gotten those instead. I don't have any regrets about buying this model, but I do have a regret about buying this instance of this, because after I found out that I could get after I bought these, I found out that 45 North sells a version of these that also comes with a flask. That's just, I don't know, 15 bucks more or something like that. So that's really the only regret that I have about these. But otherwise, they are awesome. They are magic, and as an added benefit, they keep all the salt and nasty off the brake handles and shifters when you're driving to the trail with the bike on the back of the car. So highly recommended. Go and get yourself some 45 North Draugenklaw Pogies. Hopefully you found that useful. If you did, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I will get to them as soon as I can. Thanks.